can't see your face. Are you
Welcome
hidden somewhere?
Ask Gwen, everyone. This morning I have Noah with me, and Noah is a stroke survivor, and she is a business owner slash stroke survivor, and she and Dr. Isabel, Dr. Isabel, got her connected with me, and so I'm really excited to talk to her. And so I'm going to let Noah take it away and share her story with you guys.
Hi, thank you so much, Wayne, for accepting me. All right, for inviting me. I'm really honored to be here. All right, to finally talk to you also in person. Yeah. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Nor'ashikin Suhirman from tiny island of Singapore. I'm a #1 international best-selling author for my book, Yes, I Can. As mentioned by Wayne, I'm also a stroke survivor that went through multiple stroke that caused my retina to detach twice. And it took me 1.5 years to get back to my feet. All right. With half of my body affected by the stroke and almost total vision loss due to retina detachment, it totally crippled my health and my income. Okay. But I have never given up. Okay. In my comeback, all right, after 4.5 years, I set up a goal to systemize and automate my business that can run with or without me. I don't want to have the same mistake, going through everything again, if it happened. Because as a stroke patient, I can have a stroke and strike anytime. Okay. So what I did was I set up an automation system for business so that no matter what the external factors hit me, okay, it will not affected me from what I went through before. Okay, I now teaches other entrepreneurs to do the same, so that regardless of what happened in their lives, their life and their business are being taken care of. But it's a system that could not only be implemented with minimal effort, irrespective of the level of skills of a person implementing it, but it's also a business that can be easily duplicatable and can be scalable, so they can pass on to a generation.
Well, how cool is that? Jeez, that is so
Thank
cool.
you.
And so, I have my podcast so automated that it's not even funny. And I have, so when I disappear to go move to the East Coast, my podcast will be stable. People will think, oh, Win is doing the podcast, still comes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays without skipping a beat. But for those who've never experienced automation in their companies, where would you tell them to start?
Yes, please, because when COVID came in, attacked everybody, okay, affected the whole world. All right,
Yeah.
I saw businesses that, a lot of businesses that are so familiar to me, close to me, had to close down. Okay, but when I studied it, it's because they were not ready to automate the system. They did not embrace digitalization. So they was not able to switch the current situation, all right, affected by the current situation. They were not able to switch immediately because they were not ready. You see, if they had been doing automation, all right, like yours automated, you have a billion list, correct? If anything happened, you can actually automatically switch your business to fit the current situation and immediately connect and inform your audience because of automation. So a lot of business that they didn't automate, they had to shut down, and it's really very sad. And some of them like 20 over years, 30 over years.
It's
in the business.
Sad to see all these brick and mortar businesses shut down because they didn't have a website, they didn't have any automation. they're like, oh, well,
Yeah.
just do it. Brick and mortar, brick and mortar, brick and mortar. And it's like,
Yes.
hello, us to the
Correct.
business owners. I hate to say this, but Amazon's got it done. Everyone else has got it done, and everyone else looks at me and you as disabled women like we're not, because we have got automation down to a science, even though I use Calendly and I do use Assistant. But basically, my calendar does a pretty good job at capturing everything. I just use
Yes.
the assistant just to catch the calendar just in case the calendar messes up. But
Yes.
like the calendar does a fairly good job about um catching everything.
Correct. And because of that, you are able to run a business 365,
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah, I'm able to
Yeah.
run a
Yeah.
business, and because of automation has actually saved my life and saved my business. And when I lost my job, you guys, I went straight back into my own company. And when I say back, I started building up this company
Mm.
10 years ago, if that. No, longer. I've been a solo entrepreneur since 2006. And so when I lost my job, I went back into my company because I was only doing it. I was only doing this part time.
Mm.
And
Understood.
so I had a trampoline to fall back on and bounce off of because of because I built up the company slash using my own powers and automation. So automation is a great thing, you guys. If you guys haven't looked into it, you should probably talk to Nora about automating your company.
Yes. Thank you very much. Because in business, all right, things can change. All right, environment can change, your business can close down, your product can be obsolete, but the data that you build is your asset. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's yourself, and products could become obsolete, and
Yeah.
it's like no, and we want to keep these companies up and going as long as we can.
Yeah.
And
True.
so, what is your favorite audiobook?
My favorite audiobook. Okay, I'm surprised you mentioned audio because because of the retinal detachment, I was not able to read because I have no vision. All right, and I
Yeah,
was actually listening more to audio.
yeah,
I'm yeah,
no,
really. And my favorite,
I phrased it that way because of your disability. I'm like, this is
yeah.
not. If I typically ask people what is their favorite book, and I'm like,
Mm.
well, she's not going to be able to read a book.
True. And my favorite audiobook is The Greatest Secret by Rhonda Byrne.
The greatest secret.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes, because
greatest
I mean,
secret.
yeah, that's the greatest secret. Because if it, it the book trained me as a person to be my mind, all right, my belief, my focus, and the positive state mind that I needed at that time. Because as what at the time when I was really down, all right, if I didn't work on my mind, I didn't build up my positive attitude, okay, I don't think I will be. I don't think I'll be a different person now. Okay, and the book by the Greatest Secret helped me believe. All right, help me train up my mind. All right, that is the most secret weapon in whatever you're doing. That is a secret weapon. Okay, because you can have the best skills in the world, you can have the best team in the world, all right? But if your mind here, your positive mind is not strong enough, it's not possible for you to achieve anything.
No.
So the Great Secret, the Great Secret book is actually the one that I listen every day that make me fine tune my positive thinking and my strong willpower.
Yeah, it's all about mindset. It's all about
Yes,
positive mindset. And
yes,
glad
yes.
we have ERs in our lives. We have people with negative mindset, but no, the positive mindset we like to party with because
Mm.
they can teach us a little bit more than we could teach them. And so if your
Yes.
BFF had if your best friend had to write a book about you, what would the title be?
Mhm. Okay, if they were write a book, I definitely would like them to talk about how I survived stroke, how I spread the word about the importance of identifying strokes, the symptom of stroke, because stroke is lethal. It can come and attack anytime at anyone. Okay,
Yeah.
and I want you to understand that stroke patients and stroke survivors go through what we go through emotionally, physically, mentally. I want a message to the rest of the world that to extend the hand out to support us stroke patient, but do not to take a look at us as if we are a disease. Okay, we are not a disease. Okay, you need to understand that. All right, so I want to convey that message. I want it to power others to face stroke and take control of their lives. Okay, and I also thought of of the book. Maybe I wanted somebody to write the book about she survived, how she thrives.
Yeah. She survived. How she thrives. Geez, how because we're not looking at um, cerebral palsy or asthma as a disease. We're looking at the human being aspect. So,
Hmm.
if you had to move and only take 5 things with you, what would they be?
Okay, that's most probably my family. Second will be my phone. Okay, I'll be dead without it. Okay, I'll be bored to death with it.
Yeah,
And my laptop.
yeah. So your family, your phone, your laptop. Okay. Well,
Yes, yes.
I love it. And so, what is your morning routine?
Okay, usually I wake up around 4:30 a.m. in the morning, right? Then I will do my prayers, okay? Then after that, I'll spend time to recite the Quran. Then after I plan my day, what I want to achieve for the day. Then after that, I will prepare breakfast for the family. So after breakfast, then I will off to do all the activities I've already planned for the day.
So, you get up, you focus on yourself, you focus on the religious aspects,
Yes,
and so
yes,
then you deal with your family because
yes,
without focusing on yourself, your family can go out the door
yes. You say it
because
right.
yeah, if you don't focus on yourself and give yourself a little self-care, and yes, people, focusing on religion is part of self-care. And so
Mm.
if you don't give yourself self-care, family can just wait.
Yeah, no, I think people need to understand that whether they like it or not, women, we are the power behind it. We are the one that bring the whole family together, you see?
Yeah,
So we have to be
exactly.
strong. So
Exactly.
really, that's
We
it.
have to be strong, so we need self-care. Hello? And so it's so funny because um Dr. Isabel was with me yesterday, and we were talking with a bunch of other people about how COVID has changed what women do. And we were
Mm.
saying that COVID has changed us in a way that's given women in general a heck of a lot more responsibility. I mean,
Yes.
online learning from making breakfast to making lunch to making dinner, and men just sit back. And I love my guys, but they just sit back and look at us like we're nuts. I love my guys, but you guys who are listening, the men who are listening, please, please, please help the women. Please be help us because we can't be super moms all the time. We can't be super women all the time. And so please, could you please help us? Could you please help us, help Eli, help me, help Nora, help could you please just could you please just not look at us like we're nuts and say, how can I help
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. Don't treat us as if like we're a robot kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
They need, yeah, appreciate us. All right, appreciate us. That's all.
Appreciate us. What you said. Appreciate us. No, I it's so funny because I got a call yesterday
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
well as we'll be recording this it on December 3rd, 2020, I got a call from a family member who's up here. And I said, well, the answer is yes. And I'm like, oh boy, what did I get myself into? Turns out he comes knocking on my door at 4:30. He said to me, I'll be there between 3 and 4. So his own sister
Okay.
had to deal with him. And I'm like, good, I don't have to necessarily deal with him. But it's like men are, my point being is even though I love this person dearly, um, men are like, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. And women are like, let's fix the problem.
Yes.
Yeah,
We problem solver.
we're
We're
problem
good at
solvers.
solving
We're
problem.
natural, we're natural problem solvers. And men are like, can I do this? Can I do that? I'm like, oh, please. And I'm like, the answer is yes. Now, please get over here and do what you need to do. And it's like, we're natural problem solvers. And so I want all my guys out there to help the women. Help us.
It's a cry. It's a cry from us,
No, help
women.
you, help Noah, help all the women out there. So, Noah, I know you have questions for me as we wrap this interview up.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you can ask me.
Yeah. Because I'm because of your CP, right? I just need to know how you motivate yourself every day. You know, because I know for me at the times when I'm feeling down, I need to pick up myself up. I don't even though I know I'm telling myself I have to be strong mentally, that kind of thing. But how do you motivate yourself? I'm baffled how you be able to do it. You're always so cheerful. So how you do it?
Well, I was lucky enough to be blessed with the winning attitude back in '87, and
Mhm.
so I a lot of people don't know this, and it's starting to come out of the woodwork now. I actually have 4 disabilities under my belt. One
Mm.
soon to be diagnosed. The soon to be diagnosed one is asthma, but the 3
Oh.
others are traumatic brain injury, cerebral palsy, and scoliosis.
Mm.
So scoliosis is a curvature of the spine, and you guys have heard me talk about that last year. You probably heard an episode on the artwork of CPL about scoliosis,
Yes. Yes.
and
Yes.
um, so you guys know. So I am disabled. I'm mentally disabled. I am I am quite frankly on. Well, I'm not on disability. I could still work if I wanted to, but I decided not to go back to work in the middle of COVID and get a new job, and I just decided to go full-fledged into journalism. But to answer your question, Noah, I was given the winning attitude in '87 because my legal name is Win. So I was given the winning attitude
Okay.
in
Right.
'87. So no pun intended. So that's how I keep myself positive because
Mm.
therefore I can have a war with me attitude, even though I'm human and even though I don't have a perfect day, I don't have the perfect life yet. But for since 2019, I've been putting CP on the forefront and journalism on the back burner. Well, that is going to change. Hopefully in June. Hopefully in June, where I
Oh,
can
okay.
put CP on back burner just a little bit, and
Okay.
hopefully I can. Um, that is definitely going to change. Hopefully in June, and if not August. In August, it's definitely going to change. But hopefully, I can put journalism on the forefront of what I'm
Mhm.
doing in um, in June because I am doing something um, that is a little bit scary to you guys, but it's not scary to me because I've lined it up as to not make it scary. I'm actually doing a cross country move by myself.
Wow.
By myself.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
actually doing a cross country move by myself.
Wow.
And yes, you guys keep asking me, will I have help? Yes, I will have help. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this cross country move without help. I've already got my help lined up, and I've already got my help semi lined up down there too when I'm moving to. And so and I'm hopefully going to be able to put CP on back burner just a little bit and journalism on the forefront because now it's the opposite end of the spectrum. But to get back to your question, I would say if you're having a bad day, just like I was yesterday, due to
Mm.
circumstances, just tell everyone to go away, go back to bed, and listen to music or listen to something that puts you in a positive mindset.
Mm. Okay. Yes, very clear.
Yeah.
Maybe it's very good because I'm really like salute that you're able to be always sound so cheerful. It's like okay, she's what she's facing is worse than what I'm facing. So if she's able to always be positive, I must follow what she do, right? I must learn what she do,
Yeah.
so that I can, yeah, so that I can, even though I cannot be 100% like you, but at least, majority of it, I have that, like a spillover of your positivity to us, to me.
Well, thank you. I think it's a spillover to everyone that listens, you guys. I think it's a spillover to everyone that listens, especially now
Mm,
during COVID, because COVID flips everyone's life upside down.
yes.
And I mean everyone from the able-bodied to the disabled to kids to every which way.
Mm, mm. Yeah, and because COVID also affected a lot of people's emotion, because it's
Yeah,
something that is totally new. Yeah, and it just come with a swipe. kind of the unannounced, just hit everybody,
Yeah, it hit worldwide. And so, Noah, where can people find you, and where can people get a hold of you if they choose to do so?
Okay, I'm always on social media. I'm most time also on Facebook and Instagram. You can just search for him for No Suhair, NORSUHIR, or you can visit my website nosuhair.com. It's very easy to find
Well,
me.
that's
Yeah,
easy.
very
That's easy. Yeah, and as I said, um, Yes I Can is something that is near and dear to my heart. And go check out Noah's work, and go check out Dr. Isabel's work. Dr. Isabel Sahar's work. Her work is amazing, and I love these women dearly, and these women connected, they connected themselves with me. Dr. Isabel said, "When I would like to throw these women at you, here, catch." And I'm like, "Here, catch?" And so Dr. Isabel set up a group Facebook message, and she goes, "Here, pick these women, interview them." And I'm like, "You got it. You got it," um, because that's what I want my fan base to do. I want my fan base to hand the podcast out to individuals that they think they not only will benefit from this podcast, but will have an interesting story enough for me to share and all that good stuff. So, Noah, I thank you for coming on, and I thank
Thank
you
you.
for sharing your story, and I thank you for sharing your journey, and I thank you guys for tuning in and listening to Noah and I speak this morning on December 4th, 2020, and let's make it 2021 the best year yet, because
Yes.
2020 needs to go in the garbage can now. 2020 needs to go in the garbage can now. And so let's make 2021 the best year yet. Thanks to you guys. Bye, you guys.
Bye. Bye, Win. Thank you.